Tonight, we gather in a space of stillness, a space where change is not something to fear, but something to gently embrace. Life is always moving, always shifting, always inviting us into a new version of ourselves. And yet, in the middle of these transitions, it is natural to feel uncertain, to feel the weight of the unknown. But right now, in this moment, I invite you to pause, to breathe, and to remember something important. You are safe to evolve. Close your eyes if you can, and take a slow, deep breath in and gently release it. Feel your body supported. Feel the ground beneath you. You are not falling apart. You are unfolding. Every transition, no matter how uncomfortable, is a bridge between who you were and who you are becoming. And even if you cannot yet see the other side, trust that it exists. Trust that every step forward, even the smallest one, is guiding you there. Sometimes, growth asks us to let go of old habits, old identities, even old dreams, and letting go can feel like loss. But what if it is not loss at all? What if it is simply making space for something greater to enter your life? Tonight, allow yourself to release the pressure to have everything figured out. You do not need all the answers right now. You only need to trust the process, to trust yourself, and to trust that life is working with you, not against you. Feel your breath again. Inhale calm, exhale fear. Inhale trust, exhale resistance. You are allowed to move at your own pace. You are allowed to rest in the middle of change. Growth does not have to be rushed. Even the strongest transformations happen quietly, beneath the surface, before they are ever seen. If there is fear within you, do not push it away. Acknowledge it gently, sit with it, and remind yourself, I can feel this and still move forward. Because courage is not the absence of fear, it is the willingness to keep going despite it. As the night surrounds you, let it become a symbol of protection. The darkness is not here to hide you, it is here to hold you, to give you space to rest, to heal, and to transform. You are not alone in this journey. Every person, at some point, walks through a season of change, and every time they emerge stronger, wiser, and more aligned with who they truly are. And so will you. So tonight, surrender the need to control everything. Let life carry you just for a while. Trust that even in uncertainty, you are being guided. Place a gentle hand on your heart and feel its rhythm. This steady beat is your reminder. You are here, you are alive, and you are capable of navigating whatever comes next. Whisper softly to yourself, I am safe to grow. I am safe to change. I am safe to become. Let these words settle deep within you. And as you slowly drift into rest, know this, the version of you that you are becoming is already on its way. There is nothing you need to force, nothing you need to chase. Just allow yourself to evolve, allow yourself to trust, allow yourself to rest. Good night, and let your transformation unfold gently. You are safe to evolve, and even if that feels difficult to believe right now, let yourself sit with those words for a moment. There is a quiet truth within them, one that does not rush or force its way into your awareness, but instead waits patiently for you to soften enough to receive it. So just breathe, slowly, gently, and allow your body to settle into this moment. Evolution is not something harsh or sudden, even though it can sometimes feel that way. True growth is often subtle. It happens in layers, in small shifts, in quiet realizations that come to you when you least expect them. And yet, When you look back, you realize just how much has changed within you. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you respond to life. It all transforms, step by step, breath by breath. But in the middle of that transformation, it is natural to feel uncertain. Your mind may try to hold on to what is familiar, even if it no longer serves you. There may be a part of you that resists the unknown, that questions whether you are ready or whether you are strong enough for what lies ahead. And that is okay. That is human. You do not need to silence that part of yourself. You only need to gently remind it that you are safe. Safe to outgrow what once felt like home. Safe to release what no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Safe to step into a version of yourself that you have never been before. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine letting go of the pressure to have everything figured out. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to see the entire path ahead. Life does not ask that of you. It only asks that you take one step, then another, trusting that each step will reveal the next. Sometimes, the discomfort you feel is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that something is changing, that you are expanding beyond your old limits, that you are moving into new territory that may feel unfamiliar now, but will eventually feel like home. And so, instead of resisting that discomfort, try to sit with it, notice it, breathe into it. Ask yourself, gently, what is this trying to teach me? Because within every moment of uncertainty, there is also an opportunity, an invitation to grow, to learn, to become more aligned with your true self. You are not losing yourself in this process. You are finding yourself. Let that sink in. The parts of your life that are shifting, the things that are falling away, the emotions that are rising to the surface, they are all part of your evolution. They are not here to break you. They are here to shape you. And yes, there may be moments when it feels overwhelming, moments when you wish things could go back to the way they were. But deep down, you know that you are no longer the same person you once were. You have changed, you have grown, and because of that, your life must also change to reflect that growth. So instead of looking back with longing, try to look forward with curiosity. What is waiting for you on the other side of this transition? What new opportunities, new connections, new versions of yourself are beginning to take form? You don't have to know the answers right now. Just be open to the possibility that something beautiful is unfolding. Even if you cannot fully see it yet, place your attention on your breath once more. Inhale slowly, feeling a sense of calm entering your body. Exhale gently, releasing any tension, any doubt, any fear that you may be holding on to. Feel your body supported. Feel the quiet strength within you, because you are stronger than you realize. You have already made it through so many changes in your life. You have faced challenges, navigated uncertainty, and found your way forward, even when it seemed impossible. And this moment is no different. You have everything within you that you need to move through this transition. You are not starting from nothing. You are building on everything you have already learned, everything you have already overcome. And even when things feel unclear, even when the path ahead seems uncertain, trust that there is a deeper intelligence guiding you. Life has a way of unfolding in ways that you cannot always predict, but often in ways that lead you exactly where you need to be. So tonight, allow yourself to rest in that trust. You don't have to push. You don't have to force. You don't have to carry the weight of everything all at once. Just breathe and allow. Allow yourself to be in the middle of change without needing to rush to the end of it. Allow yourself to feel what you feel Without judgment, allow yourself to move forward at your own pace, knowing that there is no right or wrong timeline for your growth. You are exactly where you need to be, and as the night surrounds you, let it hold you gently. Let it remind you that not everything needs to be seen clearly to be real. Just like the quiet work happening within you right now, much of your transformation is taking place beneath the surface. Trust that, trust yourself, and softly, within your mind or whispered on your lips, repeat these words. I am safe to evolve. I am safe to change. I am safe to become who I am meant to be. Let these words settle deep into your heart, like a seed being planted, and know that in time it will grow. Transitions are bridges, even if, right now, it feels like you are standing in the middle of something uncertain, something unfinished, something that does not yet make complete sense. A bridge is not meant to be a place where you stay forever. It is a space in between, a passage, a quiet movement from one side of your life to another. And being in the middle of that bridge can feel unsettling, because behind you is what you once knew, what felt familiar, predictable, perhaps even comfortable in its own way. And ahead of you is something unknown, something you cannot fully see yet. Your mind may try to pull you backward, asking you to return to what was, simply because it feels safer than stepping forward into uncertainty. But the truth is, you cannot go back to who you were, not because you are not allowed to, but because you have already changed. Something within you has shifted. The way you see things, the way you feel, the way you understand yourself and your life, it is no longer the same. And because of that, the place you came from no longer fits you in the same way. So here you are, standing on this bridge, and instead of rushing across it or trying to run back to the other side, what if you allowed yourself to simply be here for a moment? Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine yourself standing on a long, steady bridge. Beneath you, there may be movement, perhaps water flowing, perhaps wind passing through, but the bridge itself holds you. It supports you. It does not collapse beneath your weight, just like this moment in your life. Even if everything around you feels like it is shifting, there is something within you that remains steady, something that knows how to keep going, even when the way forward is not completely clear. Transitions are not here to confuse you. They are here to carry you. Every step you take on this bridge is meaningful, even if it feels small, even if it feels slow, even if it feels uncertain. Because movement does not always look like confidence. Sometimes it looks like hesitation, like quiet courage, like choosing to keep going, even when you are not sure what comes next. And that is enough. You do not need to see the entire destination from where you stand. Bridges are not designed that way. They reveal the path as you move forward, step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. So if you find yourself asking, "Where is this leading me?" gently remind yourself that you are not meant to have all the answers right now. Your only role in this moment is to trust the step you are taking. Feel your feet grounded, even on this bridge. Feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Feel the quiet rhythm of your heart. You are not lost. You are in transition, and there is a difference. Being lost feels like there is no direction, no meaning, no path forward. But being in transition means that something is actively unfolding, even if you cannot fully see it yet. It means you are moving, even if the movement feels slow or unclear. Sometimes, this space in between can feel lonely. You may feel like others around you are settled, certain, already on solid ground, while you are still crossing your bridge. But every person, at some point in their life, walks this path. Every person has stood in this space between what was and what will be. You are not alone in this experience. And more importantly, you are not unsupported. Even if you cannot see it, there are things aligning for you. There are opportunities forming, lessons integrating, strengths developing within you that will serve you on the other side of this transition. This bridge is not just taking you somewhere new, it is also shaping you into someone new. And that process takes time. So instead of resisting the in-between, try to soften into it. Let yourself feel the movement rather than fight against it. Let yourself trust that this bridge exists for a reason, that it is guiding you exactly where you need to go. If fear arises, acknowledge it gently. Fear often appears when you are stepping into something unfamiliar. It does not mean you are making the wrong choice. It simply means you are stepping beyond what you have known before. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine releasing the need to rush across this bridge. There is no prize for getting to the other side faster. There is no deadline for your transformation. This is your journey, your timing, and you are allowed to move at a pace that feels right for you. As you continue to walk, trust that the other side of this bridge exists, even if it is not fully visible yet. Trust that there is solid ground waiting for you, a place where things will begin to make sense again, a place where you will feel more aligned, more at ease, more like yourself. But for now, this moment, this space in between, is just as important, because it is here that you learn trust. It is here that you build resilience. It is here that you discover your strength. And one day, when you look back at this time, you will see it differently. You will see that this bridge was not something to fear, but something that carried you forward, something that connected one chapter of your life to the next. So, gently remind yourself, I am not stuck, I am not lost, I am crossing, and with each breath, with each step, you are moving closer to the life that is waiting for you. Just keep going, softly, steadily, trusting that this bridge knows exactly where it leads. Letting go creates space, and even though those words may sound simple, the experience of letting go is often anything but easy. It can feel like loosening your grip on something that once gave you comfort, identity, or a sense of control. It can feel like stepping away from something familiar without fully knowing what will replace it. And in that moment, your mind may interpret letting go as loss, as emptiness, as something to resist. But what if letting go is not about losing anything at all? What if it is about making room? Take a slow, gentle breath in, and as you exhale, imagine your hands unclenching. Imagine releasing something you have been holding on to tightly, an old belief, a past version of yourself, a situation that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Notice how it feels, even just in your imagination, to loosen that grip. There may be a sense of hesitation, a quiet voice asking, if I let this go, what will remain? And that question is natural, because for so long, you may have defined yourself through what you hold on to: your routines, your roles, your expectations, even your struggles. But you are not defined by what you hold. You are defined by who you are becoming. And sometimes, in order to step fully into that becoming, something must be released, not because it was wrong or meaningless, but because its role in your life has been fulfilled. Think of it like a room that has been filled over time. Every experience, every attachment, every belief has added something to that space. And while some of those things are still meaningful and supportive, others may no longer serve you. They take up space quietly without you even realizing it. And so, when life invites you to let go, it is not trying to empty the room completely. It is simply asking you to clear out what no longer belongs so that something new can enter. Because new beginnings require space. If your hands are already full, how can you receive anything more? If your heart is holding on to what has already passed, how can it open to what is arriving? Letting go is not an act of rejection. It is an act of trust. Trust that what is meant for you will not require you to hold on so tightly. Trust that what truly belongs in your life will remain, even as you grow and change. Trust that releasing something does not erase its value. It simply honors its time in your life. Take another breath in, and this time, as you exhale, imagine creating space within yourself, space in your mind, where there was once overthinking, space in your heart, where there may have been heaviness, space in your life, where something felt stagnant or complete. This space may feel unfamiliar at first. Sometimes, when you let go of something that has been with you for a long time, there is a quiet emptiness that follows, and it is easy to mistake that emptiness for something negative, something uncomfortable that needs to be filled immediately. But what if that space is sacred? What if it is not something to rush through, but something to gently sit with? Because within that space, there is possibility. It is the space where new ideas begin to form, the space where new opportunities can enter, the space where a new version of you can emerge without being crowded by what came before. You do not need to fill it right away. You do not need to replace what you have let go of immediately. Allow the space to exist. Allow yourself to breathe within it, and notice how slowly, gently, something begins to shift. What once felt like emptiness may start to feel like openness. What once felt uncertain may begin to feel peaceful, because space is not the absence of something. It is the presence of potential. And as you continue to move through this process, remind yourself that letting go is not a one-time action. It is a practice, a gentle, ongoing choice to release what no longer aligns again and again as you grow. There may be moments when you feel yourself wanting to hold on again, to revisit the past, to cling to what is known, to resist the openness that comes with change. And when that happens, be kind to yourself. You are learning, you are evolving, and it is okay to take your time. But each time you choose to let go, even in the smallest way, you are creating more space for something new to enter your life, more space for clarity, more space for peace, more space for alignment with who you truly are, and perhaps, most importantly, more space for yourself, for your growth, for your truth, for your becoming. So gently, softly, remind yourself, I can release what no longer serves me. I can create space for something new. I can trust what is unfolding in my life. Let those words settle within you like a quiet reassurance. And as you continue to breathe, feel that space expanding, not as something empty, but as something alive, something full of possibility, something ready to welcome whatever comes next. Because what is meant for you is already on its way. And now, there is room for it to arrive. You don't need all the answers. And even if your mind keeps searching for them, trying to piece everything together, trying to predict what comes next. There is a quiet truth beneath all that effort. Not knowing is not a weakness. It is a natural part of your journey. From a very young age, you may have been taught to find certainty, to plan ahead, to be prepared, to know exactly where you are going and how you will get there. And while there is value in clarity and direction, life does not always unfold in ways that can be fully understood in advance. There are moments, deep, transformative moments, when the path ahead is not clearly visible, when the answers you seek are not immediately available, and when the only thing you can truly rely on is your willingness to keep moving forward despite the uncertainty, and that can feel uncomfortable. The mind craves resolution. It wants clear outcomes, defined steps, guarantees of safety and success. It tries to solve everything, to control everything, to protect you from the unknown. But in doing so, it can also create pressure. Pressure to have everything figured out right now. Pressure to make the right decision. Pressure to avoid mistakes at all costs. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine gently releasing that pressure. You are not required to have your entire life mapped out in this moment. You are not required to understand every twist and turn of your journey. You are not required to solve tomorrow before it arrives. Right now, in this moment, it is enough to simply be here. Feel your breath moving in and out of your body. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Feel the quiet presence of this moment, untouched by the need for answers. Because the truth is, life reveals itself gradually. Clarity does not always come before action. Often, it comes through action, through experience, through living, one step at a time. The path begins to unfold not all at once, but in small, meaningful ways that guide you forward. Think about the times in your life when things eventually made sense, but only after you had already moved through them. At the beginning, there may have been confusion, doubt, even fear, but as time passed, pieces began to come together. You started to understand why certain things happened, why certain paths opened or closed, why you were guided in a particular direction. And in those moments, you realized something important. You didn't need to know everything at the start. You only needed to trust enough to take the next step. Let that realization settle within you. You are allowed to be in a space where not everything is clear. You are allowed to grow into your answers rather than forcing them to appear before you are ready to receive them. Sometimes, the answers you are searching for are still forming. They are taking shape within your experiences, within your reflections, within your quiet moments of awareness. And if you rush to define them too quickly, you may limit what they are meant to become. So instead of asking, "Why don't I have all the answers?" try gently shifting the question to, "What can I trust right now?" Can you trust your breath? Can you trust your ability to keep going? Can you trust that even without complete clarity, you are still moving in the right direction? Because trust does not require certainty. It only requires a willingness to continue, even when the full picture is not yet visible. Take another slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine softening your need to control every outcome. Imagine placing your worries, your unanswered questions, your what-ifs down for just a moment. You can come back to them later if you need to, but for now, allow yourself a pause. Allow yourself to rest in the understanding that you are doing the best you can with what you know at this moment, and that is enough. There is a quiet intelligence within life, something that moves beyond logic, beyond planning, beyond prediction. It works in ways that are not always immediately visible, aligning circumstances, opening doors, guiding you toward experiences that shape you into who you are becoming, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it feels uncertain. Something is unfolding, and you are a part of that unfolding. So instead of resisting the unknown, try to lean into it with a sense of curiosity. Not everything needs to be solved. Some things are meant to be experienced, felt, discovered over time. You are not behind. You are not doing it wrong. You are not missing something that everyone else has figured out. You are simply in a moment where your answers are still on their way, and that is okay.